and welcome to Health Chat program. This is a program where we look at your health, bringing on board experts and other partners who are interested in seeing to it that our health is actually taken care of. In this space, we actually try to engage as many people as possible so that they enlighten us on how best we can take care of ourselves and how much they're putting in terms of help in any way. And so in today's program, we are looking at community engagement. In studio, I have, Ezra Chalimwansa, who is the Secretary General for Centers for Persons with Disability. He is also coming in as the Chief Executive Officer for Autism Dream Project. Welcome to today's program.
Thank you very much. And
we are happy to have you in studio once again.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
This time around, you are coming in, to talk about autism. What is autism?
Autism is a developmental disorder that is oftentimes characterized by people having challenges with communication, social interaction, sensitivity to different things such as light, taste, and so it becomes difficult for them to live the so-called normal lives and even just to interact with other people because of the way they process things and the way they understand things a little different from others. They're living in kind of, I would like to say, a different kind of a community, so to speak.
Okay. We're looking at this group, which to me is actually a special group. How best can we take care of this group?
There's so much that needs to be done, and so there's what we call early intervention measures, because after which a child is diagnosed with autism, when you start applying the early intervention measures, most of them you find they don't have speech, and they have those challenges that I've spoken about. But as you begin the early intervention measures, they start integrating into somebody that can communicate with others. The speech, eventually you do speech therapies, you do occupational therapies and other therapy sessions with them, and then they improve and be able to do things normally like others. Others will be able to excel even academically, and those that fail to excel academically, usually when you just try to identify, you find that they might have an area that they might be good in, probably a skill. Yeah, and so when we do all those measures that are required, we are able to help these people and, uplift their lives to a standard where they are able to do things and live independently.
Okay. Is autism a disease, or is it a condition, or can it actually be cured at some point, or one has to live with it?
It's not a disease, so it's a condition, meaning that one that has autism will be with that autism for the rest of their life. Okay. But they can be helped to start articulating things up to a certain degree.
To live a better life.
And be able to live a better lives. In some cases, you find that it would even be difficult for another person to tell whether this person has autism or does not have, depending on the help that they received at the time that it was realized that they have this particular condition. Okay. And the problem that is there is that absence of that awareness, people resort to different, means in terms of helping this. They take them to witch doctors, they take them to this, they do that. And then also the failure to accept becomes a problem as well, because all these measures that we're talking about can only be applied if someone is accepting to say this person is like this. And in the space of neurodiversity, meaning that a person with the different brains can do things differently, and those the way in which they do those things differently must also be accepted. Yeah, so there are things that a person with the autism, who is on the autism spectrum, might do that you and me, who may not be autistic, should be able to, just to understand and say, oh, okay, there are people who can do this, and it should be acceptable that someone did this, because it's how they are wired in their brain, and it's how they are processing things. Yeah, maybe they are sensitive at that point, they fail to be functional because of certain things that are happening in the surrounding, it is kind that you'll be helpful and just try to identify what is it that is making them not to function properly at this time.
Okay.
Is it the light intensity? Is it the sound that is around? Is it the crowd? Sometimes for them it can be overwhelming to be in a crowd.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it just too many people, so they are failing to operate here?
Yeah.
And so much so that they want to be in an isolated place. So those are some of the aspects that we try and help people in the communities to come to light, and then understand that it can be this, but it's not like there's nothing that we can do about it. We can always do something about it.
Okay.
We can always embrace them and do something
And
about
do something about it.
Yes.
In the situation we have, so many myths concerning autism. Is it something which is hereditary, or one can simply acquire it? What really causes this?
I must say the different reasons or how one can acquire that, but to a bigger degree, I would like to say usually it's genetical.
Okay.
Yeah, because it has to do with the development of some chromosomes during the time that the child is developing and stuff like that. So they are now affecting the way the brain will process because of the way that person developed genetically.
Genetically.
Yes.
Okay. So now, how are we doing, as a country, when it comes to that space? Because we're looking at so many different things. How are we doing as a country?
Before I speak about how we're doing, I just want to add to the earlier question.
Yes, yes.
So, autism is a condition that is affecting people globally. And then there's so many things that are still said about autism. So I can say this, another will come and tell you this.
Yeah.
So there's so many, information that is coming up every now and then.
Okay.
Others will talk about the vaccines, the prevalence of the vaccines from this period of time to this period of time, and then they check on the ratio of the rise to the cases of autism, so they would like to attribute to that as well.
Okay.
But, yeah, and then the next question you had asked me.
Yeah, where are we as a country?
Yeah, so I think lately there's been a bit talks here and there about this. You may wish to know that in the olden days, children that would look functional at a certain age, many of them in the villages probably were just thrown, and they would not be taken to school. Yeah, but now we are seeing people stepping up. Okay. People stepping up, they're now looking for solutions. Yeah, just the other day, someone called me. I think it's from a platform like this where they saw me.
Yeah.
So they called me, please come and see the child, and then maybe you can advise what we can do. So that kind of engagement is building up slowly by slowly, but still, as a country, there's still so much that we can do. Yeah, there's still so much that we can do to, just to come to terms with what is supposed to be done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
From what you've said, I feel there is a gap when it comes to community engagement, because it seems people are not so much aware of this, problem of this condition. How much are you doing in terms of community engagement? So
in terms of community engagement, right, you're correct. Not so many people are aware. We still have the stigma. It will always be there anyway. We still have the stigma out there, and yeah, people who are still hiding children in their homes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So, but to try and help that people get to be aware, we conduct different activities in the communities. Okay. Sometimes it could be just a sporting activity where persons with the autism and other special needs are included, And then people are able to see that these people are able to do this. And then as they engage in this, you could see the smile on their face. You could see, the confidence build up, and you could see they feel the sense of achievement.
Okay.
Yeah, so when such things are done in the communities, it gives hope to someone who might have a child of that nature to say, I think my child may as well improve. And then it pushes them now to try to apply some of these things that we talk about.
Okay.
Because we still have families who, for example, they've got one with a special need, and then the other one doesn't have. Then they prioritize the one who does not have a condition. They take them to school. The one who has a condition, they lock them in the house.
Yeah.
Why such things happen? It's because there is no hope. Probably they have not seen that these people, they do thrive when you do the correct things at the right time and when you begin early. But when we give examples of what we have seen and what we have done with the various people with these special needs, it does give a lot of hope.
Right. You're coming in, as a partner in the health space, especially when it comes to autism. I hear you are going to have a donation. What kind of donation is this, and who are you supporting? And why are you even supporting this?
Oh, I see. So through our partners that we're working with, there's an organization called Co-Brain, and then also Good Neighbors Zambia. So they helped us with the donation of the shoes, some Vans Canivas. Granted, we know that basic necessities of life, others are lacking, and part of the people that are lacking are some of those people that belong to our organization, the people that we strive to save, the ones with special needs, and by extension, even other children, because under Autism Project, we try to look at how we can help young people, youths, to actualize the power of their dreams. So there are many youths out there who do not see the value and how big the potential that they have to achieve their dreams. And that is where we come in as Autism Project, to make sure that we provide the mentorship programs and help them to lead where they're going. So we cater for both those with special needs and even those typical youths. We just want to see that we do something that can help someone out there. Yeah, so we'll donate those shoes. Yes, we'll donate those shoes. We're planning to get that done tomorrow, because we know it's going to help someone who doesn't have a shoe.
Very true. Where are we doing this donation from? Is it within Lusaka? Is it in Northern Province? Where exactly are you doing this activity?
It will be done in Kanda Square Stage 1.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be done Kanda Square Stage 1, and I just want to add the reason to that.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
So you wanted, the remotest parts of Zambia, where we have a lot of people who are underprivileged to some of these things, but we can only do so much as an organization. We can't just manage to, to give what we have when we want to give to everybody. There will never be a time when we manage to give everyone. We will always give a certain grouping, and then when we do have, we can also give others. So primarily, Center for Persons with Disabilities and Autism Project, these are organizations that first had their roots in Kanda Square Stage 1.
Okay.
So people have much knowledge about this, and so it would make sense for the members of the pioneer members of the organization to hear about something that the organization had. They just hear about it in Northern Province.
In Northern Province.
Yeah, but we have been neglected.
Yeah.
This is our organization, as we have been neglected. So that said, we got to be clipboard that we wouldn't take very far, but we'll take where our pioneer members of
Where
the
the
organization,
roots are.
yes,
Okay.
and we'll give them the shows. Yeah.
Okay. Are we saying this to be something that will be, occurring, is it annually, or it was just a one-off gift that we received from our partners?
Still into talks, MOUs being discussed, Co-Brain and Good Neighbors Zambia. So we're looking at long-term relationships. So we're looking at long-term relationships so that the collaborative effects of the organization helps someone out there. So we know there are a lot of challenges that especially parents and children with special needs they face. Yeah, besides the discrimination, but there's a lot. Schools are expensive. Yeah, the expertise, knowledge that is required to do therapy sessions, to do speech therapies, to do occupational therapies, to provide activity motor training skills for those who have limited mobility.
Okay.
So all these things, we know there are challenges that these people and their families face. And so working with the Special Olympics as well and other organizations, these are things that we want to do as much as we can as we engage these children with special needs into some form of sport kind of activities.
Okay.
Also with support from our partners from California. There we have Autis Academy, and there's also the Legacy Foundation and All Hours Adult Care. These are some of our partners that take keen interest in what we are doing and just try to help us and see that we achieve the objectives of our organization.
When it comes to health, it is something that concerns everyone, because it is either you are affected or you are, affected. But when we look at this project, it is something that is encouraging the community, to be a part of what is happening around our people. So how much have you sensitized this, group of people? You're talking of Kaunda Square. How much do they know about autism? And maybe not just Kaunda Square, these other, parts of this city. How much have you done in terms of community engagement?
So we're still doing as much as we can to engage. We engage the civic leaders. We've had good support from the current councillor from Kaunda Square. I must say that. I mean, if someone has supported, then they have. So we have had good support from him. Yeah, we thank you, Mr. Milupi Lubasi, for the support. But what we would like to see is to see others also get involved. Yeah, because to better the life of someone, you'll be happy that you did it when you see the results at a later stage.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we want to see a lot more others, not only from Kaunda Square Stage 1, but even in other places, to step up and provide some support. We have organizations within that have also supported us. Yeah, Bonanza Golf Course has been providing some night runs here and there for us, where we raise a bit of funds and then we do our activities and others. So basically the message goes to everyone, entirely everyone that would be interested. Right now we're getting to do the Mr. and Miss Autism in April, and we're reaching out to different organizations to provide some sponsorship, and so that children with special needs, with autism, get to be exposed. You have their talents showcased, and they do their modeling in style, and everybody's happy that they've just participated. So we want to see that fun thing happen here, not only in Western countries, but we want to see those things happen here in Zambia as well.
Okay, I think on that one, we can actually pledge our support as Health Chat team, when we have that pageant, just to see and appreciate how these children will just have that light moment and, funny time, so that it can lighten, their burden and so. But maybe in closing, what would be your word to other, would-be partners, to even government? How should they come in? How should you partner when it comes to these issues of health?
So you see, the government undeniably, they are our number one partners. We use the government agency, Zambia Agents for Persons with Disabilities. Our motherboard has been very, very supportive in our programs, to see that they make it easy for us to meet our objectives. And other organizations that want to come in, we want to work together so that I mean, they can come in through their corporate social responsibility.
Yeah.
Right now, with the Mr. and Miss Autism, we're targeting the highest authorities in the country to be part of the program.
Okay.
So why not take chance? Because as we succeed to knock on those doors and we just have, yeah, you know, someone comes.
Yes.
I don't want to mention names now. Some or offices, but someone comes and then they're part of it.
Yeah.
And then you also happen to be one of the sponsors. It's just beautiful to see. So you see, all in all, we want to better lives of our people. We want to better lives of persons with special needs, so that when we look back, we look at how old someone was at the time we started engaging them, and then now they are this, now they can run their business, now they have a family, now they can testify, they can give a testimony. So when I started off in these programs, it was like this and that. It's just beautiful to see. So
it is beautiful.
Really, we want to partner with everyone.
Okay.
Our doors are open, and we want ideas from everyone on how best we can do these things.
Well, great and well said there. Well, viewers, as you have, heard from Ezra here, it is very important to see to it that we take part in most of these issues because they affect each and every one of us. It is important that in this space we have partners that come on board to alleviate the suffering of the so many in our health spaces. Well, we're looking at community engagement, how partners are coming in to help and complement government's efforts in the health space. I had in studio Ezra Chalimwansa, who is the Secretary General for Center for Persons with Disabilities. He is also the Chief Executive Director for Autism Dream Project. Well, from me, Faith Mutale, and the entire production team, it's goodbye.